I'm just going to read a couple of things that he's done, and some of the things that I'm reading are actually the requirements when we talk about going through the path of college, when we talk about the first T experience, or we talk about scholarships and how to move our kids forward through the program. These are some of the things that he has done and that he's qualified for in order to move forward within the first T and within his own community. So I'm going to give you a past history first because, you know, he's very impressive, a great young man, and his personality speaks for itself. So I want to go back a year or two. And so Jeremy has actually been with the first team for the past 5.5 years. And he, a year and a half ago, he won the Community Service Challenge. That was in 2011. And as a result of winning the challenge, he played alongside benefactors of Captain College at the Trossel golf course recently, and bringing him up to date. He has participated in the National Do Something organization and has received the grant. He's won Outstanding Participant, which is a part of the First T program. You've probably seen that if you've gone on the First T Metro New York website. It always comes up for individuals to apply for that program. He's a participant of the Path to College. He's done on his own and created what's called Success, which is a sock drive that he does for the homeless. In September, he was one of 5 individuals chosen to get a scholarship through the Coca-Cola program. And I think later on in the year, he'll be going to Atlanta, and he'll keep our fingers crossed that he'll be selected to receive this scholarship that they're offering. So now I'd like to present Jeremy Garriga, who's going to give you some information on and what I should tell you also is this is a part of a project that he has to do for the scholarships. So this lets you know some of the things that the kids are asked to do in looking into their community and doing some research and how they can help within their community and youngsters within the community. Thank you very much, and let's have Jeremy come on up.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Jeremy. I'm a participant of the First Team Metropolitan New York, and I'll be giving you a presentation on lowering school athletics. Okay. So let's start off with some facts. Did you know nationwide, about every 29 seconds, students give up on school? That's about 7,000 students every day. Let's think about that number, 7,000 students every day. 17% of students in New Jersey are not graduating. That's about 1,200. That may seem like a small number, but take 1,200 out of the 7,000 students in America every day. 1,200 of our students in New Jersey make up about most of the 7,000 students. Out of all 50 states, New Jersey is one of the states that takes up the rate of dropping out in high school, in schools. High school graduates are 8 times less likely to spend time in jail. We'll speak more about that later. 82% of prisoners in America are not high school graduates. Schools don't care, but parents should. This comic speaks a lot of volume. Sure, we lose some, but who's counting? Parents play a big role in students' education. This picture speaks a lot of volume because as student size increases in schools, the amount of faculty decreases due to cuts. This means that schools can't focus on each and every child. It's up to the parent's job to focus on their specific child and make sure that they get where they need to be. The role of parents. Be a role model for learning. Tune into how your child learns and offer support whenever possible. And I can't stress enough, tutors. If you see that there's a need in your child's education, then hire a tutor. You'll get drop out. They lose motivation. If they happen to lose motivation, educate them on the reasons why they should stay in school. Sometimes they need to take care of the family for financial reasons. In this case, a great idea would be to speak to a guidance counselor. If you speak to a guidance counselor about your financial situation and your school life, they can work with you and find out what the school can do in order to help you balance your school life with your personal life. And if your child has difficulty learning, again, tutoring. Tutoring is the best option to help your child succeed in school. Some of the reasons that students lose motivations are because they lack parental support. Again, parental support is a big role in the student's education. We'll talk more about that again later. So again, they find school too hard. I can't stress enough, if your student is having difficulty in school, a great idea would be to start them off with tutoring. Or they could feel that they won't go to college because they can't afford it. So you'll be surprised at the amount of people that don't know that they can win scholarships, even if they don't think that they can win it. With the right people that will help them guide their way through high school, and even starting in 5th grade. We'll talk about scholarships starting in 5th grade that you all would be interested in applying now if your child is around that area. 62% of high school dropouts are unmotivated. Let's go back. 62% of high school dropouts are unmotivated. That's because of these main reasons. They lack parental support, they find school too hard, and they don't feel like they should go on because they can't afford college. That is 62% of the reasons why students drop out of school. What you don't realize is that the other 38% are exactly the opposite. And the one main reason for that is because they need to support their family financially. Once again, students can talk to their school and they can work something out. Some in my school, if you speak to our school about you need to work late at night after you leave school, they will speak to the teachers, and the teachers will actually say, okay, listen, I know you work as soon as you go to leave school, so here's what's going to happen. I give homework assignments on this day, this day, this day. You don't have to complete them right away. You can give them to me at the end of the month whenever you have time. It's okay. I understand. How to motivate a student. A good exercise to do with your child is to have them pay bills with you. They will quickly learn that money comes in one hand and not the other. They will also learn the importance of money and how it's spent. Reasons to graduate high school. You can move on to college. High school dropouts are 4 times as likely to be unemployed than those who have graduated college. And dropouts are more likely to apply for financial aid and receive public assistance. I'm sorry, dropouts are more likely to receive and apply for public assistance. Students who learn more, earn more. On average, a person with a high school diploma will earn about $652 per week, or over $33,000 a year. A college degree, on average, will earn you about over $1,000 per week, or over $55,000 a year. That makes a difference of over $21,000 a year. Students don't see the need for the money now because they're not the ones paying the bills. It's the parents. So when they get a job and they feel comfortable with their pay, they say, oh, I don't have to go to school because I'm making good money now. But they're not the ones paying the bills. They don't realize that the $15 that they made today, $10 is going to go into bills, $4 is going to go into food, and $1 is going to go into their pocket, if they can keep that. Graduating is not strictly about how much money you make. I know that sounds a little off, but think about it. What's more important than making a salary? Anyone?
Good health.
That's a nice try. But think about it. The most important thing when making a salary is actually having a job. I don't know why I think that, but it's having a job. In February 2013, only 3.8% of people who graduated college were unemployed, compared to the 7.9% of people that didn't graduate college that were unemployed. That's a major difference. Students that need some support. Let's see what some of the signs of students that need some support are. A teen that works long hours and needs some more time for schoolwork.
Most of the time I study with my SATs, because I want to pass the SAT with a high score, because I want to get into a good college, you know. But I got asthma, and I'm sick a lot, and I miss a lot of days of school, and I don't get to learn what I need to learn because I'm not fully there. And
The one that they could give me. It's my mom, and that's my sister. This is one of my foodstuffs. That's my life right here too. Without her, I don't know what I'd do. ¿Cómo se va a sentir si yo me grabo?
Ay, sister, no sé, me voy a sentir muy feliz porque ese es mi mayor sueño, que usted se vea con el mío. Bueno, mi familia que se va a rapar por ahora. Y ese es mi triunfo.
Just a nice person.
Now, going back to Atiba, how she didn't mention anything about her dad, Walter has an uneasy relationship with his father. I saved the best for last. Janine. Janine fights the battle of depression and lack of support. Let's see what Janine's story.
I'm Janine. I'm 18 and I attend Kenyon Miami Senior High. I'm in the 12th grade, my last year. About to graduate, I'm excited. I usually go that way to school. I go across the street, and then usually the school bus is waiting out there for us. I have two younger sisters. One is 17 and one is 13. And well, I don't have my parents with me because they passed. And I got into foster care, and like I was staying in a good home, like across the street from where I stay at right now. And then when I aged out, like since I think a nice girl, they were a good girl, and then they turned this room I'm in right now into my own little apartment, whatever. Ever since my mom died, I've been feeling like I have a different point of view toward life. I feel like there's no purpose of me being here. I don't have a mom, I don't have a dad, and I don't know how to feel like growing up in a house with a mom. And sometimes it hurts me when I see other kids that have parents and they don't know the way, they don't know how to treat them. And it like hurt me. And I would do anything just to have a chance to tell my mom I love her. It's so hard. I want to go away. I don't have to do it. And I want to hear my mom say I'm proud of you. And it hurt when she died. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye or go to her funeral. I think that's what killed me the most. And it's been a while since she's been gone. And it's like somebody murdered her. Just like my daddy. When kids they always make fun of you, they say when I'm a foster care kid, whatever, when I would go to school and they find out I'm a foster care kid, they're like, oh, that's why your parent don't want you, they don't know the situation. And it's like the kids saying that to you, it means like you don't want to be in that school. Like with everybody talking, kids making fun of you, teachers don't know what you're going through. It's like everything so hard. And I don't like to deal with them. I could just drop out, go somewhere, find a job, whatever, just go away from everybody, build my own little land or something, my own little world. I don't have to deal with nobody, just me on me. A couple of times I wanted to drop out. I didn't want to deal with school anymore. because I was tired. Like my auntie, she always put me down, said I won't graduate, I won't be somebody, I will end up just like my mom. And then like when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, my mom's dead. What you mean by that? Like I'm gonna end up dead like my mom with no education, had left 3 kids behind and stuff. And then like I feel like school isn't a place for me to be with all this thing that's going in the home I'm staying in, and I couldn't stay focused. And I would get like F's coming home, and then she would always like make me feel real bad with the F's. Like she's never been proud of me, even if I get a B or a C or an A. But my sister, she's looking up to me. So I don't want to set a bad example to her. And she'll be like, Janine, I'm gonna be just like you. My social worker, Miss Natasha, she always said, I'm a smart.
Her father's support. She lacks both parental support. In a TV situation, she only has her mom. And in this case, her mom should do everything in her power to compensate for her father's not being here. In the same case as Walter, Walter doesn't have a good relationship with his father, but his mom is trying the best that she can to get him a good education. So what can you do to help as a parent? You can volunteer at your child's school, develop relationships with the school faculty. This is one of the best ways to help your child succeed in school. If you develop a relationship with your school faculty, you can write the teacher's email, keep an up-to-date record on your child, and you can attend report card night. That's another way of developing a relationship with the school faculty, is going to report card night and speaking with the teachers about your child. Another way to help your child succeed is to work with them on their homework. Don't do their homework for them, but work with them. And the last thing is praise, praise, praise. Positive reinforcement works. Again, when we go back to Janine's situation, her aunt didn't praise her. She told her she wasn't going to graduate and she was never proud of her. If your child is ever in a situation like this comic, golly, that test tomorrow sounds tough. Sure, wish I never had to go back to school. Immediately enroll your child into a tutoring session. That will teach them that students improve through tutoring. Here's some homework help and tutoring for you. www.mathforum.com/drmath is a free website for homework help. It's provided by Drexel University. It is a free online source for math questions. They have steps on how to do certain math problems, and if there's a math problem that is not on the website, you can actually ask Dr. Math the math question, and he will get back to you in a speedy manner. Some ways to find tutors is through tutormatch.com, and through my personal experience is care.com, where I have met 3 of my personal best tutors that are now my friends, just because we have that relationship. Care.com, I can speak on behalf that it's a good website. And one of my last things I'll be speaking about is scholarships.
Oh, sorry, on the other, you had Tutor Match and Care.com.
Yeah.
You have to pay for those tutoring services?
If you go on the website, it's all there, all the information. Care.com and TutorMatch.com, they are paid websites, but I think it's just a one-time fee. Don't take my word for it, just check the website out. But it's basically, it'll find the tutors for you. I'm speaking especially for Care.com. When you sign up, you can read a passage about the tutor and your feedback, and you can, is there pictures of them?
Some of them have pictures of them and they have their resume on the
All of that's there for you. It is a best way to find tutors and organize them. You don't have to keep asking, hey, can I get your resume? Hey, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Hey, can I get your phone number, your email? All there. And you know for a fact that they are paying to put their profile up, so you know that they are serious about being tutors. If If you have a situation where you can't afford a tutor, the best way to solve that is to go to the school and tell them, hey, listen, my child needs help and I can't afford a private tutor. Is there something you can do? In most cases, they will assign a teacher to your student to work after school on what they're having difficulty on. So scholarships. Some of, in your packets, you will have information about scholarships. I think it's about 300 different types of scholarships. The one you can start on now, if your child is in this area, is the Carson Scholars Fund. You can start at 5th grade. When I was there last year, there were students that were about this high, and they're in 5th grade, and they're already becoming a scholar with the scholarship. And from 5th grade to senior year in high school, they can become a Ben Carson Scholar. There's the Discus Awards, the DoSomething.org. They have many different types of scholarships and grants. If you have an organization that you would like to fund, they will offer you a grant if you meet the requirements. And they do have some scholarships. Of course, there's the Gates Millennium Scholarship, which much of you are pretty much aware of. The Coca-Cola Scholarship, another famous scholarship, the YSA, Youth Service America, and of course the First Tee. Many parents, you'll be surprised that many parents in the First Tee don't realize that the First Tee offers scholarships for their participants. You just have to do some research on the website. But keep in mind, winning scholarships revolve around 3 main things: grades, essays, and volunteering services. Some scholarships won't really focus on grades or essays, but those are the 3 main facts that scholarships will ask you for. If you start your child with a personal tutor early, you can get the grades. I can speak for that, for example. When I was in grade school, I would get C's and B's, and I never really got on the first honor roll with all A's and all B's. But when I started my freshman year in high school, my mom set me up with a couple tutors, and that actually, before I started school, that actually rose my grades. I didn't see any C's and B's. I started off with all A's. And in my senior year, my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, it's pretty much A's and B's. Volunteering services is another thing to start your child on early. Now is a good time to get them into the feel of what volunteering is like. Scholarships don't want to see, all right, this child volunteered here this day, volunteered here this year, volunteered here this month. They want to see a consistent record of your child volunteering footprints. And essays, another thing that tutors can help on. Tutors won't write the essay for your child, but your child can write up a draft. Your tutor will help them tailor the draft to what the scholarship would probably be interested in reading. And of course, the end result is seeing your child graduate. Every parent has a dream, and that one of those dreams is to see their child graduate from high school and college. If you need my contact, you can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/Soccess. That is my sock drive. And you can, if you like the page, you can see my recent involvement in the community and what I do. And of course my email, which should be showing up there, but it's jeremy.garriga@yahoo.com. And of course, if you ever need to look me up, Kelly will have my email. These are the references that I use for the PowerPoint. Boostup.org is a very good website for students in danger of dropping out. And that's it. Any questions?
Sounds like I didn't get a chance to see it, but it sounds like it was great information, and hope you enjoyed the presentation by Jeremy. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Good stuff.
access that tutor 24/7, send an email. If he has a question, he come home with the homework and he's having a little difficulty because, come on, at 7 o'clock at night, you're not getting his teacher at home to help you, so that when he will email his tutor and say, can you stop? Okay.